You're now tuned into Radical Radio with Coach L.
Switch my attitude. I'm so radical. 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 I'm so radical.
Radical Radio is designed to get to the heart of our guest stories. Oftentimes, you see people moving and they make it look so easy. Many don't know the story behind the journey, the heartache, the disappointment, the wins, or even the loss. What has it cost you? We are removing the stigma of judging a book by its cover and gaining perspective from our guests in the most radical way, in their own words. Testimonies are meant to be shared to help others move forward. That's the radical way, y'all. Let's go. You can't heal what's hidden, and you can't break chains you don't acknowledge. The word says the truth shall set you free. Be true to yourself and allow the plan that God has had for your life to live. That's radical, living unapologetically bold and purposely authentic. Stay tuned for the radical coaching moment of the day. Aha, we got y'all. Listen, this is a special edition of Radical Radio. We coming to y'all live on a Tuesday because we got a queen in the building. We had to do some special accommodations because we needed to get this queen here so that she could share her story with you guys. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Radical Radio. I am the founder and visionary of Radical Life. That is a brand that houses Radical Radio, Radical Life Coaching, and Radical Eyewear and Accessories. So I thank you guys for tuning in. My motto is that, listen, the one thing that I always want to do and always want to encourage you guys to do is always be unapologetically bold and purposely authentic, because that is definitely the radical way. I, again, want to say, listen, it's time to get radical. So I need y'all to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Share this live. I need y'all to tag your friend because we got a queen in the building. So y'all definitely want to tune in. There's a few things, housekeeping things that I want to get done right now. I told y'all my TikTok is going up. Okay. I got new followers as of today. My TikTok is going up. So I need y'all to go follow me on TikTok at the Radical Coach L. We also have our Instagram pages, which is Radical Radio, Radical Eyewear, and then also Radical_Life, LYFE. So y'all go ahead and y'all subscribe. We also have a YouTube channel. So if you can go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and also press the bell so you can get the notifications for when we go live. You don't miss anything because listen, y'all already know Radical Radio is moving to the A. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Y'all don't want to miss what's going to pop off in the A now. Y'all don't want to miss that. So listen, we decided that, we went to a few vendor events. We saw a few people that we needed to reach out to that are from the town that we wanted to get on Radical Radio, and we were able to connect with this queen. So listen, y'all, we have the queen author. I call it the queen author of the town, okay? Because she's been getting it in for a minute. These novels is popping off like hotcakes. So y'all better know, y'all might have seen her already. But we have Miss TyNesha in the building. TyNesha is a rising entrepreneur with copious capabilities in the writing industry. She is defined as intuitive, creative, thorough, dedicated, and a leader focused on empowerment. TyNesha is a celebrated writer with an innate passion and talent for coaching, guiding, and inspiring others. She leads clients of her independent press through the entire creative production process and publishing journey on the road to monumental sales success. TyNesha is also an avid reader and a mother of two who lives in Illinois and has mastered many glorious pursuits of diverse ingenuity. Additionally, she presents her expert customized poetry and ghostwriting services. TyNesha holds an associate's from Rasmussen College in early childhood and special needs, and a 19-year career in the ECE industry. She is currently president and editor. Yo, wait a minute. She is currently, I'm going to say that one more time. She is currently president and editor-in-chief. That kind of took me back to Essence when I saw Susan right? Ain't that editor-in-chief? That sounds real good. Editor-in-chief at Divine Oak Publishing LLC. So y'all come on in the room and get this queen some attention. We have Miss TyNesha in the building.
Hey everybody, what's up?
Thank you, Queen, for coming on to Radical Radio. It is a pleasure to have you, Miss Editor-in-Chief. That is dope right there. Listen, how did that come about? Like, what made you want to say, like, okay, I did the author thing, I did that thing. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to move into this next thing, this next realm. We're going to go a little higher. How did that all come about? Share with us, please.
Look, I tell everybody the same thing. I was bullied by God himself.
There we go.
I did not want to do this. I didn't want to do it at all. Mm-hmm. I had no interest in publishing. I just wanted to write.
Okay.
And I had a guy who reached out to me. He took an interest in me and he wanted to partner. Mm-hmm. And he wanted us to start our own publishing company.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to. I really don't know. But it was like all the signs were there. I was in the process of writing some more books. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I'm going to try it. And we got everything together. And I ended up being in this by myself.
In this spot by yourself. Look at God. Won't he do it?
So God kind of pushed me. I thought I needed more help. I thought I needed the finances and everything like that. And that's what he brought. He brought the finances mm-hmm. and everything. And it was just God saying, go, and I didn't need anybody else to do this. It was just,
yes.
So I'm still trying to get it all together. I'm still trying to figure it all out. I'm learning a lot by myself, but it's exciting.
Now, see, that is the way of an entrepreneur, y'all. I want to encourage you right now because what she said, and I had similar type of things happen, right? Where you automatically assume that you need somebody else and you automatically like because you're scared. Let's keep it real. When you're scared, you always want to be like, okay, well, I got this person next to me that's going to go on this journey with me because you don't want to go through by yourself. But God has a way when you're supposed to be solo dolo, he got a way to make sure that no matter what you try to do and no matter who you try to mm-hmm. bring with you, he will make sure that you stand alone.
Yeah.
So listen, y'all, if God is telling y'all to do something and you trying to pull somebody with you, don't pull nobody with you because God gonna automatically make sure that you end up standing alone anyway. Yeah. So that's a little nugget right there that she just left for y'all. So don't sleep on that nugget. Now I've seen you because I was in Georgia when you first started your first book. Cash
Only.
Cash Only. My husband has it, so I just packed it up. I'm like, look at God. But what I've noticed about you, what I see from you as I'm, just kind of seeing you here and there in the town, like you be hustling. Like it ain't no, listen, I'm going to, have my book. I'm going to say that I have a book on Facebook and I'm going to hope that you guys buy it. No, you like, here, take this book, like you shoving books in the hands of the people that need them. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your drive, as an author. Have you always been that way? Like, have you always been into reading and writing and journaling and things like that when you were younger? Or is this something that just kind of came out?
No, I started writing when I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
I come from a very, very, very tough background.
Okay.
My mother was on drugs. I was in foster care. We were homeless. It was just a lot of things that, hold on one second. Mm-hmm. I gotta change my AirPod just died.
It's all right.
It's gonna echo on y'all. There we go. Mm-hmm. It should. Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. So there you go. It just clicked in.
Did it?
Yeah. Got it.
There you go.
Okay. So writing was my therapy.
Mhm.
It was just like, if I didn't have writing, I don't know where I would be.
Right. That's good.
That was. You want me to wait?
Yeah, hold on. We're going to wait. Give us a second, y'all.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's my fault.
Listen, this is the world of technology.
Cause they connect.
Which one is it?
6.
Jesus Christ.
Is a lot on there?
Yeah, you
I
got
deleted them.
No.
This is why it pays
Okay.
to have a super
Okay,
producer,
there we
y'all.
go. Sorry about that.
There we go.
If I didn't have writing, I don't know where I would be.
Okay.
I was suicidal. I was bulimic. I just went through a lot of things that people would say is more like white people stuff, which it really is no race to it.
Right. There you go.
So writing definitely carried me through.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's go back to, when you first, decided that, okay, I'm gonna write my book. What was the feelings? What was the, I want to get the gist of what you were feeling and what you were going through and what life was like during that time when you were about to embark on, being an author.
So I'm gonna shout out my ex.
Okay.
Tyline Faye. That's still like my best friend. One of my best friends. He's a good friend of mine. He challenged me. I was already in the process of writing a book, and I was one of those people who be like, I'm gonna write a book. And when we got together, he was just like, when I met you, you was always talking about you gonna write a book. I ain't never seen you write nothing, and I don't like to be called out on my shit.
Right.
I was like, really? So I started writing, and the first book I started writing is actually not published yet. It's my life story.
Okay.
And it's called A Little Bit of Sunshine. If y'all ever see, I'm always hashtagging A Little Bit of Sunshine and everything like that, because I've always been called Sunshine since I was a little girl.
Okay.
And I wrote that book in probably 3 months.
Okay.
I woke up early in the morning. I would go to work. I would go to work 2 hours early, get on that computer. I would type it. I would write it in my notes. I would email it to myself, put it in, and I was going about it the right way. Like other people be like, oh, you need an outline, you need this. I had it figured out. I had it, and I did it right. I formatted it and everything. After I finished that book, one of my friends, Coco Chanel, she told me, why don't you write a different book to kind of bring people in, since everybody don't know you yet.
Right.
And I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, so in the middle of sex,
Here we go, y'all.
In the middle of sex, the idea of casually.
Listen, this is when you get to know the real or the real. Y'all ain't know that.
I swear, y'all, I got ADHD. It wasn't that it wasn't good or anything like that. It's just the idea popped up. I was like, I want to write a book about hoes. Yeah. I want to write a book about hoes. And am I being too dismissive?
No, go ahead. We keep it real here.
And I want them to only, be some hoes that only take cash. That's kind of what I wanted it to be initially. But when I got to writing it, of course, it went a whole different route, and there you go. That was it.
Okay, so you just gave me something, because listen, you said that you've already written your life story out, right? So at the time when you were writing your life story, I want you to tell people how it is when you're going backwards. When you're digging back, like basically when you're writing your life story, you basically have to dig back and you have to pull all that stuff up, and write about that. So how was that for you?
It was tough. I repressed a lot of stuff, and I had to really go back, and I had to tell my kids. I had my 2 daughters, and I was in a relationship at the time, and I just asked them to give me patience. Because my moods, everything was up and down, in and out. It was just, I had to open up a lot of old wounds. Right. And even my mom is like my biggest inspiration to this day, because she's been clean for about 22 years.
Praise God.
Probably a little bit more. Yes.
Praise God. Yes.
And I wrote the first, I think it was like the first 2 chapters, and I let her read it, and she couldn't get through it. And she didn't remember a lot of stuff that had went on when we were kids. And I was like, she said, I'm going to try to get through this. And she got through it. And I was like, Mom, are you mad at me? And she was like, no. She said, baby, that's your truth. And she was like, I have to take my part in whatever I did when you guys were children, and whatever I put you guys through, that's my part. And I have to take that. And that's part of recovery, you know. And that's probably why I'm so transparent with a lot of my things and everything, because if my own mama can deal with me telling my truth about her, ain't nobody safe.
That's right.
Like, I'm telling my truth.
That's right.
Like,
That's
I don't care who you are. If you go play a role in my life, you choose your character.
That's that part.
You might get wrote about if it's in a poem, if it's in a rap, if it's in a book.
Yeah.
You pick your role.
Now she just listen. That was powerful. You choose your character. I've heard people say that. Like, you choose the character that you are in people's lives. And like, this is an author here and she's a writer. So automatically, like, hey, you might just get, you know, the business, and you want to make sure that it's right and not wrong. So I love that.
And it's hard too, because when I finally came out about one of my sexual abuses, I came out on social media, and I lost a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people turned against me. A lot of people said I was lying. It was just a lot. So I think a lot of times people are afraid. People wonder why people take so long to come out, or people don't tell their truth. We're victimized all over again when we tell our truth, because people don't want to they don't want to face the distorted image that they have of somebody else. Right. You know, so if they rather make you the liar because they don't want their perception to be a lie. You know, so that was really hard for me. But
all I keep hearing is strength. I just keep hearing strength. I need y'all to understand, as this queen is sharing, like, this is a part of her journey. She's an author. Like, look, we got books, and you know, I'm sure like it's books that's written that ain't you know out here yet, but you know, it just takes a special person to be able to withstand and endure, you know, traumatic experiences and trauma of life, and to be able to share their story and be open and honest about it, and transparent. That's why I have people like this on the show, because I need for people to see, number one, you're not by yourself. Number two, there is resilience in anything that you go through. Like, you really can get through it. You really can, you know, overcome it, and you can be the queen, and you can show other people how to move through. So I just hear strength, and strength exudes from you right now. And I just thank you for that. So let's talk about Dear Black Queen, Dear Black Queen.
Dear Black Queen, Dear Black Queen.
Yeah.
So last July, as you know, COVID happened, and I was furloughed, and I got to delve into my writing. And I wrote 23 books last year, from July to the end of the year. Wow. I was on it. And maybe 3 years ago, I had posted a post on Facebook, and I was asking, like, if we could say something to the Black King, what would it be? And it was a lot of backlash to the Black man in that post. Yeah. And that really wasn't what I wanted. I was trying to get us to say something positive to uplift the Black man. Right. And it just went left. So I decided then that I would write the book, but I didn't start it until probably November of last year. And I went out, I interviewed people. I went to barbershops. I messaged people, I called people, I tape recorded people, you know, just me and different men. And this is where I kind of compiled everything in Dear Black King, because I wanted to do something while the man is here. Right. We always want to celebrate the Black man. You know, everybody hates the Black man until the Black man is killed, that part, murdered. You know, like, is Black Lives Matter now. But we still got to uplift them while they're here. I know we all been through some things, and we all done been hurt by Black, white, any man. Steady beat our Black men down. And I just wanted to change the narrative on that. And as I was writing it and I was asking different women didn't want no parts. They initially, when they thought it was a book to kind of like correct the Black man, they were all in. Of course. But when I'm like, no, we show love to the Black man. They didn't want no parts. And even if they had Black boys and Black boyfriends or whatever, they did not want to add to it. Okay. So I said, well, maybe I need to write a book telling these women the importance of empowering these black men.
Yeah.
So that's what Dear Black Queen. People, when they see Dear Black Queen, they're like, oh, so this is for me, right? I'm like, no, it's for you to understand him.
Yeah.
You know, it's
yeah,
for
yeah.
you to uplift him. So both of the books are for the black men.
Yes.
They are to uplift and empower. And Dear Black Queen has so many gems and jewels in it because I went and interviewed different men, and I wanted to know, like, what do you need from us? They want to be complimented. They want to be, you know,
Yes.
they want their ego to be stroked. They want to be able to talk to us without it being thrown back in their face. You know, they want to be accepted for who they are. They want to be able to. As women, we become so liberated that we forget we do have roles.
Absolutely.
We do have roles. I ain't married or nothing like that, but I do know in a relationship, I am not the man.
Right.
You know,
don't want to be.
So I have no desire. I want to submit to my man.
Absolutely.
You know, and I want to submit to my king. And I think that a lot of women, we become so independent and deep that we can't deepen. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're weak if we do. I want to give me some. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Let me depend on you. Let me follow you. Yes, I will walk behind you, beside you, whatever you need me to do in your life, I will do that. And I'm not condoning any bad behavior for the black man, for him to mistreat us. But in order for our men to become better, we have to believe in them, support them, encourage them. And if you're doing it already and he ain't doing right, then leave his ass.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's not the king for you. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can't be mad at every black man because your man ain't doing right. That's right.
That's right. I love that. Now it's ironic to me that the queens wouldn't stand up because, you know, I am married and a lot of those things that you said, my husband tells me all the time. Like, you know, I want to be heard. I want to, you know, I want you to treat me the way you want to treat, you know, the way you want me to treat you. What would you say about, like, right now with the roles being so reversed? Like, women are no longer being women. We're no longer being like ladies. We're no longer, you know, we're not in that space where, you know, we're really grooming ourselves for a husband. We're not grooming ourselves to be the helpmeet. We're grooming ourselves to be the go-getter. We're not, like, what would you say? Like, how did we get here, and how do we take the nuggets and reverse? And the reason I'm asking this is because so many people are conditioned. Like, once a woman is hurt, a wall is built, it takes, like, I don't know, Black Lightning or somebody to come to break down that wall. So how do we correct that?
So let me just say, in Dear Black King and Dear Black Queen, I have quotes from 2 of my exes.
Okay.
And guys that I've dated also. And I have the opening to this book by one of the guys that hurt me the most.
Wow.
And we fell out. We were dealing with each other for about 4 years. We fell out, and it was a public bad fallout. And he lives in Texas now, but he's like, we're like this. And he actually brought me to God.
Wow.
Like last year.
Wow.
He brought me.
Wow.
He sent me, like, he like has changed completely.
Wow.
And he's an opening in this book. And I tell the people, like, can't nobody say we can't change and we can't reverse the roles back, because I've been hurt a lot. I've been hurt a lot in my life, but I've also hurt people as well. And if we want people to forgive us, we have to learn to forgive.
That part.
And had I not had the power of forgiveness, if God had not instilled that in me, because he's definitely changed a lot of things in me. I'm still working. I'm not super religious, but I'm not, again, I know who he is.
It's a process.
And had I not had that power of forgiveness, we would not be friends today, and I would not even be able to write a book like this, because I would be so hurt and so angry. What we have to understand as women is we don't attract who we are. We attract everybody.
Absolutely.
We choose who we want to deal with.
Absolutely.
So part of it is a choice. You will see a man that is so put together, so dope, got a job, got a career, but you are not attracted to him. You're attracted to this dude over here that ain't got nothing going for himself. And sometimes it's in us that we want to take care of a man, or we want a man to need us, and we kind of have that mothering role. So now we mad because of a choice that we made.
Absolutely.
So we have to start making better decisions.
That's right.
I'm still trying to figure out how to make better decisions. Like my
Listen.
decision making skills isn't really
I
good,
got
and
you.
I'm a Libra,
Yeah,
so
I get you.
I'm very indecisive. But I think we have to start first realizing that we are a part of the problem as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I love it. Listen, that's one of the biggest, one of the most, how can I say this? Like one of the most understanding things that we can do as women is just understand that like we hurt too, because like you just said, you've been hurt, but you've also hurt. And I realized just from being in an abusive relationship that I was abused, but in my next relationship, I became the abuser. So women, this is to let you guys know that sometimes when we're hurt, we end up subjecting that same hurt to other people. So we got to understand it goes both ways. Like if your man is hurting you, there could be some things that you're doing. It's about us looking at self. It's about us looking at ourselves and looking at ourselves in the mirror and say like, there may be some things about me that I need to change. Like I know my husband always say, your mouth, it's your mouth, because sometimes I know that I shouldn't say or that I don't have to say, but it's this little thing inside of my head that just want to have the last word or blurt out what I feel. And it's always like, well, I just want to tell you how I feel. It's not always about how you feel, because that's an emotion. Yeah. And emotions get us in trouble so many times. And every time I say something, it'd be an argument.
I have 2 books that I'm writing right now. One is called Shut the Fuck Up. And the other one is called Why the Hell Am I Single? Mm-hmm. And I'll give it to you. Shut the bleep up is basically about my mouth. Yeah. Like since I was a little girl, I always had to say what I wanted to say. I always had to be in front of everybody. So, my mouth was flipped. And it still can be that way now, but I'm learning because I am a writer, words hurt. They do. There's power in words. Yeah. And we have to learn when to be quiet and when to speak. Speak to me, Queen. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that book is coming in. And it like, I got these titles like this because it brings people in. Yeah. When you say something like that, you're like, well, what you know what you mean, but all of it is flipped. Yeah. And the same thing with Why Am I Single? I think a lot of us women, we don't take time to heal because being single is labeled something negative. Right. You hear all these people say a single person don't want to see you happy. A single person don't want. Half the single people are happier than people are in relationships. That is true. You get what I'm saying? But it's the title of single is so, it's just such a bad stigma that people don't want to be related to. Right. People don't want to be attached to it. But you look on these shows, Housewives and all this stuff, these married women and people in a relationship are the most miserable. That's right. So a lot of us don't want to be single. We don't want to take the time to heal so that we can love a king that want to love us back, because we jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. Yep. And we don't get time to heal, decompress. I got a book called Disattaching, Bounce Back, covered out. I love it. And it's all empowering my ladies. But I'm waiting to release my lady books because my men are my biggest supporters. Right? I'm sure. So they support me the most. I get out here in these clubs, these barbershops, and they give me all. I just want to tell y'all, kings, thank y'all so much. That's dope. I see y'all. They support me no matter what. That's dope. That's amazing. Women are like. So let's go there. Because listen, ladies, these are conversations that we need to have. And I keep having this conversation because I have a lot of, females. I love my sisters. I don't care what nobody think. Like, I love my sisters. I'm the type of person, if I see you in your bag, Queen, you looking good. Yeah, you look good. Yes. Complimenting and really just loving on my sisters. And a lot of times we get the stigma. Women can't work together. Women don't like each other. Women are catty, this, that, and the other. And it's really, I would say that's hurt people. It ain't just got to be a woman. That's anybody. Anybody that's hurt, you're going to see those type of characteristics from a person. But I feel like as women, we don't know our power. Look at Michelle Obama. Look at Kamala Harris. Look at Keisha Lance Bottoms. Look at all these fabulous women that are in politics, like up there. The new senator in Illinois, Adrian. We got some powerful women that really do set the tone for business, entrepreneurship, their families. A lot of stuff going on with women. And I just feel like if we came together as women and really didn't have all that backbiting and phoniness and all that,
unhealthy, unhealed drama, that we could really do a lot of stuff. We could really do a lot of things, and we might attract the men, the kings that we looking to attract if we just learn to stop being so nasty with one another. Because men do look at what we doing, y'all.
They do. They see. I went to, me and my friend, we were out in the city selling books, and we went to the Chicken and Waffles. And this guy comes out with his chick, you know, and I always try to make sure I approach the woman first. I don't never want to disrespect anybody. I don't want nobody's boyfriend. I'm not trying to, you know, step on nobody's toes or anything like that. So I always approach the woman first, and I ask them both, you know, like, do you guys like to read? Like, and they both like, yeah. I give her a book first, and I give him a book. And they both look at him, and he's like, babe, you want a book? And she like, no. And he took it. He took the book from her. He bought both of the books, gave her his phone, and made her take a picture of us. And I have a picture on my page, and why he bought both of the books. And so it just backfired on her, and it backfires on a lot of the women a lot of times. Sometimes the guy asks the woman because that's sometimes they cop out, you know, and they know if the woman say yeah, okay, I'm gonna get it. If the woman say no, but a lot of times the women are like, no, just because, like, just because, like, I'll go in the club. I sell out of this book. I sold out of this book 6-7 times. This one, it rotates, but it's a guy trying to get it for his chick. I had a guy give me $300 up in the rain bar, like, here, just give them out to the ladies. Wow. They need it. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, just give them out. Yeah. And I got ready to give one out to a lady. You know, no, I don't want it. I'm like, I'm just trying to give you
I'm trying to give you a free book.
She didn't even want the book. She didn't even want to look at me. And a lot of guys, like, they're intimidated. Like, don't be intimidated. We all beautiful. We all sexy. And yes, I do get sexy when I go out to these clubs. I get sexy when I ain't selling books. Right. So you better believe I'm going to get sexy when I step out into these bars. And I'm going to step on their necks because I know they gonna see me. Yeah, like,
absolutely.
I'm gonna sell myself.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's real. And like she said though, I think what a lot of women may miss out of what you just said is that you approach the woman first. Exactly. You know, listen, y'all, it ain't a lot of queens out here that have, you know, the moral compass to say, well, I'm gonna address my sister first. Yeah. And then I'm going to address her man. You know, some women will come up to your man and just start talking to your man like you're not even there. Yeah. So the fact that you
I even asked the permission. Yeah. Like at the where we was at the fashion show.
Yeah.
My friends, they saw it firsthand. We standing and the girl, she walking with her guy. She turns her head and pushes him. You know, and I'm like, you know, can I talk? Is that okay with you? You know what I mean? He calls her back. You know, she got her head. She don't want to look at me or nothing. And I want to talk to you because I don't want to talk to him. Right. I don't want you thinking I'm eyeballing him. I'm trying to seduce him or anything. I want to talk to you, queen. Yeah. And then is it okay if I talk to him? I ask these, can I talk to you? I mean, do you mind? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they ask me for my card and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give it to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't want no disrespect. I don't want to disrespect nobody.
So listen, y'all, we got to do better. That's listen, that's for real. This is a conversation where, like, for real, that just make me understand, like, as women, we got to do better. Because this queen out here, she's trying to promote, she's trying to leave her legacy, leave her mark. She has children. She has, you know, a business that she's running. She's been doing this. So, you know, I respect that. Yeah, she trying to help us out.
Help us, y'all. Like, I want to love these men, and I want to educate us queens on what we need to know about.
Absolutely. Dope. So let's go into the jolt in the storm.
All right.
Tell us about it.
So I am a teacher. I just left my job of 10 years to do this full time.
Come through.
Yes, I did.
I love the inspiration.
Come on. Moved me out of there too. It was something. It happened the way it was supposed to happen, and I was moved out and settled, and I'll just leave it at that.
There we go.
And they used to call me at work a storyteller because I always told stories just off the top of my head, and I would have the kids engrossed without a book or anything. So everybody kept saying, you need to write kids book, you need to write kids books. So I ended up writing some kids books, and then the guy that was my business partner, he had said, you know, like, I've always wanted to write a book dedicated to my daughter for children with special needs. You know, she has epilepsy and everything. And I'm like, okay, you know, let's do it. Yeah. And he was like, you know, they should all be special. You know, he kind of brought the idea to me, and I wrote 6 books within 2 weeks.
Wow.
And this one is about a little girl with epilepsy. She has seizures, but she's able to control the weather with her emotions.
Wow.
So it's kind of teaching children the power that you have within you and how you can control the chaos around you, but you can also calm your own storm. You know, and she represents peace. And once she learns how to calm herself and learns the power that she has in her, she learns that she can do anything she wants to do, anything she puts her mind to.
Wow.
So that's her. And then I have scoliosis, Down syndrome, brain cancer. I have autism.
Wow.
And I have one little girl, my favorite, Harper, who's cross-eyed, and she, you know, she wears glasses and she meditates. And you know,
my
she's intuitive.
goodness.
So each of them have a special power that I'm trying to bring an awareness to children that have special needs and abilities, not disabilities.
Right.
They have abilities, but also bring awareness to the children that don't.
Yeah.
Because working in a classroom with children with autism and children with seizures, you got kids looking and staring, or you got kids pointing at children as in walkers or in wheelchairs. And I want children to see a kid in a wheelchair and be like, oh, he has a chair like Ryder, or he, you know, or she has glasses like Harper, instead of why do you wear glasses? You know what I mean? I want to be able to bring something, make it positive and uplifting, and make these children know that they have a power within them that other people do not have.
Yes, indeed.
So,
that listen, speaking to the lives of the babies.
That, right?
Yes,
we all need to know that we all have power within us, and we have special power when we tap into our own selves and we tap into the queens and the kings within us. Oh, we dangerous.
Oh yeah. That's it. I love it. Okay. Look, this going too fast, y'all. Wait a minute. I got my producer over here talking about some whatever. Wait a minute. I know she gotta go though, but tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get these awesome. Listen, y'all. Listen, they're here. She has all these books here. Come on, I need y'all to support the queen. Those that are listening on the podcast, please tell them where they can find you so that they can support and purchase your books.
Okay, you can find all of these books on Amazon, and I have more books to come. I have 2 different pen names because my adult books will be separate from my children books, because I do have books that are a little bit, you know, explicit and at times, and it gets deep, and I don't want them to cross each other.
Absolutely.
So TyNesha on Amazon, you can find me. You can find my books, and my full name, TyNesha McCarty, on Amazon for the children books. Also, the Armor in the War will be coming out for the kid with scoliosis.
Okay.
Love Chose Me will be re-released. All of this will be done soon. My graphic designer, Navi Robbins, he's working on all the illustrations and everything, and he also is editing my books and everything like that as well. So shout out to Navi Robbins. He's dope. Check him out. Please check him out. And I also have my own publishing company, DivineOakPublishing.com. You can also order the books there, and I will ship them straight to you. I will autograph them for you if you want me to. Whatever you need, just let me know.
Okay, so we listen. I need y'all to go follow her. I need y'all to go and check her out because she has her own publishing company. So, do you do editing? Tell them what you do.
So I
ghostwriter.
Like I said, I'm
ghostwriter.
I'm working on it all right now. I'm trying to build my own team right now. Navi Robbins is helping me with making sure I'm learning how to edit it and do all of these things, uploading it, and I can ghostwrite my tail off. I can write a book. I actually was asked to write a web series for someone. It didn't fall through because, you know, people don't want to pay what you weigh, but you know,
it's okay.
I will ghostwrite. I will help you. I will help you write your book. I think everybody has a story.
Yes.
And I am here to help you tell your story the best way possible. People come to me, I want to write a book, let's go. Yeah. You know, and I will help you get through the process. I will be offering different packages. So I won't be trying to take your royalties or anything like that. I'll be offering packages where you get editing. If you just need editing, if you need me to help you structure it, I can help you structure it. If you just need to know the process, then that's what I'm here for.
That's dope.
That's what I'll be doing.
So listen, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Radical Radio. We have author TyNesha here in the building at Radical Radio. We will go ahead and replay this on July 5th because we will be out. But I want to thank you guys that have tuned in. I want to thank all of the listeners on the podcast waves. Y'all rock. Y'all are dope. Y'all are radical. And y'all know what I say.
I got one more thing. I'm sorry. No. Kenneth Ledford is a friend of mine. He's in the book. He's a consultant. He helps me with marketing. Okay. He helps me with strategy. If y'all need anybody to help y'all market or any ideas or any guidance, please hit him up on Facebook, Kenneth Ledford. I'm
Facts.
sorry
So
about that.
no, you
but I
good.
just want to shout him out.
Shout the people out. I definitely appreciate that because we need to always make sure that we encourage, uplift, and empower our entrepreneur friends that are out here grinding just like us. So I thank y'all. Shaquita Monique
coming out.
Yes.
Shaquita Monique.
So
check
shout
her
them
out.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That's it.
Shout them out.
I'm
No, you
sorry.
good. You good.
Y'all
I
check out
appreciate
Shaquita,
it.
please. She got an EP coming out next week, July 3rd.
That's it. That's it right there. So listen, y'all are rocking with Radical Radio. As I say all the time, continue to be you, be free, and always be radical. I love you guys. Thank you again for tuning in.
Bye.
Hey dreamers, in this life, nothing is promised to be perfect, but with a little hard work and support, we can make it all worth it. Hi, I'm Maxi, owner of Eleanor Maxwell. We're a business support company, specializing in admin support for businesses, show production, events, and more. And guess what? I just self-published my first book, All My Broken Crayons Still Color, available now on Amazon. So, Eleanor Maxwell, follow, like, subscribe, all social media platforms. Let us help you blow through whatever it is you're going through.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there's people